10 to 6. And it's very, very cold here. But there are lions close by. And we think that after a good cup of coffee and some heating in the car, it'll be worth it to be out now. So we'll get dressed and go. Ooh. Absolutely. Where did I put the car keys?
He's sitting on them.
We found the first animals to view today. Some impala. They are not too far away, but they are now leaving.
Bye.
Goodbye, impala. I wouldn't say that from an animal point of view this has been the most successful morning of our lives, but the bone crunching effects on our spines have certainly been impressive. Goodbye.
Here is a gnu. He is staring at us. Why does he stare so? Is he expecting something spectacular to happen? Maybe a rousing song? Perhaps he is fascinated by the brilliance of the Japanese ingenuity in which we sit. Or maybe he's just staring.
We are going on evening chiropractic, also known as game drive. We are following my father-in-law in his very large Toyota Land Cruiser, which I think is probably handling the roads slightly, well, more comfortably than this. We also have a radio with which to speak to everyone in the car in front in case they see something.
Yes, come in.
Go ahead.
Rob would like to know which testicular goes
Which testicular goes ching ching ching? I don't know. Right.
James, Rob would like to know what star catcher is on our right.
James is getting his binoculars out.
Thanks, FC.
Pale.
Pale. There is a marula tree, marula, marula, marula tree, marula tree, marula tree. About 5 degrees here in camp. Here, miserably cold. My hands are freezing to death. And my dear wife is just in the tent readying herself for a walk that we're about to go on, and I'm going to have some coffee. And then we're going to go on a lovely walk where I hope we're going to warm up. There she is.
I'm seeing if there are embers too.
We're seeing if there's fire. She's not making her husband coffee. Just seeing if there's fire.
Oh, this is nice.
Why don't you make coffee?
I'll make coffee when I can feel my fingers again. Oh, this is nice.
There's got to be something up ahead. We're all pointing our binoculars in anticipation. It's a bird. Bird of some sort. Honey guide is what we're hoping for. Brown-backed honey guide. Robert is looking at butterflies. He is also now about to kill himself with his binoculars and camera. The butterfly has now gone through 3 life cycles. Its caterpillars have been born, made other butterflies and died. And there its great-grandchild flies off to the side. Also unphotographed, as were the previous 3 generations. We have found ourselves some lions. In fact, we found them on foot this morning during our walk. It's difficult to find them on foot other than on a walk, of course. And, well, then we came out of camp again, couldn't find them. Somebody else found them. We came back and found them again. And now there are 2 male lions lying on the road in front of us, doing their best to be statues, which I suspect is what they'll do for the rest of the day, as the heat is now starting to build after what was a beastly cold morning. These 5 young male lions are about 2.5 to 3 years old, probably 3, and they have got the inescapable unattractiveness of male hair growth that comes with an animal just into puberty. Human beings show very similar kinds of facial growth in so much as it's unattractive and ridiculous looking until it becomes a full beard. And so it is with these lions. These lions are doing what lions do best, which is, of course, is they're lying down in the sun and enjoying the relaxation that comes with being the largest predator in a particular environment.
Now, another animal stares, but taking the activity to new, heights. Giraffe has a look indicating the presence of turning cogs. What was it that warranted forsaking eating, vigilance, and mating even? Kirsten's glorious red locks glimmering in the late morning sun, perhaps? Maybe they were, like me, not so much looking, but listening, hoping for her to grace us with a song. No. Rather, these giraffes were concentrating very deeply on the task of removing unwanted nasal boogies with their tongues.
Back-up morning here at Somkhanda Game Reserve. The temperature is still very, very cold, but a warm cup of coffee, a rusk with a stone-like goji berry in it, have warmed my wife and I. That is not mine, no.
It must be right.
But thank you. There are pros and cons to the various kinds of equipment that you can have when you're camping, and one of the pros of a very simple setup like this one over here is that it will take 3.5 seconds to pack up. Obviously, your discomfort is exponential when sleeping, especially in winter in a tent like that. Then you have this kind of thing over here, which is quite possibly the ultimate in camping equipment. It's very comfortable on top, it's safe from the lions, and also takes about 20 minutes to pack up. Disadvantage, not much space inside for walking around in. Here we have the palatial residence that is my parents-in-law, and this is quite a camping experience to go into something like this. You'll find that you can walk about quite comfortably. You can create a lounge both front and back. You can even be enormous and be in here quite comfortably. But when it comes to packing up, it is an affair much like I imagine moving Buckingham Palace. Our affair will be slightly easier. This is the ultimate approach, of course, is to arrive with your accommodation already set up, and you can just take your stuff out, put it in your car and go.